Hi, this is Sami Gardner with CareerFoundry. Now, for this Slack event, I'm going to talk about how you can design your own brand. And we're going to go over a just broad strokes view of how you create a personal brand on the web. This is going to be running in the hashtag careers channel in the Slack community all week. What's your power statement? Now, your power statement is the thesis for your elevator pitch, your about me statement on your portfolio, for your summary on your LinkedIn. Understanding this one sentence summary of your unique value as a professional, if you can get this right, it can make everything else so much easier to write, because once you know exactly what angle you're going to market yourself as, because we could in our careers come up with a lot of different ways of describing ourselves. However, we need to make sure that with our power statements that we are presenting ourselves, in a very strong manner. Now, for example, when I was working with one student who had a background in brand management and graphic design, they were switching into UI design, which is very transferable. Now, the thing with this student was that they were presenting themselves as more of a novice than they were, because they hadn't had a UI specific role before. However, with their transferable experience, they had more than enough qualifications for even a mid-level UI role. We reformulated their power statement, their one sentence summary that was on their resume and other places, to position themselves with that strength of having such transferable experience. So when you're looking at your own, background, your own career narrative to create this power statement, come from a position of strength wherever you are strongest in your career, whether that is just because you have some sort of previous experience in design or research, whether that is because you've maybe been in management or you've had freelancing opportunities. Figure out what showcases, your unique value as a professional, that shows a little bit about the return on investment that someone might get from hiring you that they might not know. If all else fails in your brainstorming of what could be your power statement, think about the thing that you can put out there that is the real meat and potatoes. If there's one thing that you want a recruiter to know, what is that one thing that might get them to actually call you back? Keep it very specific and relevant to the positions that you want to go out for, because your power statement, this is going to be that one line that you're going to use to not just be the thesis statement, but the argument to these companies on why you're the person to interview for a job. Now, that's a little bit about the power statement, but here's a quick formula for you. This power statement does not need to be pretty. It's better if it's clear. Clear is always better than clever. We have statements like, my mission is to create clean, intuitive code, which, or my goal is to create interfaces that have seamless, beautiful interactions. Those sort of statements just generally say the overall goal for somebody in your field. It doesn't really say, this is what me, Susie Q designer, can do. So a power statement formula, a real simple one, can be job title plus experience plus your specialty. You can switch it up if you want, but you want to have those three elements in there. So an example for that could be designer specializing in the UX of donuts with 5 years in the customer service industry. That gives somebody a real snapshot of you, where you've been, where you're going. So that's something that you can play around with, this power statement formula, because once you figure out your power statement, that's going to make it easier for you to understand what to say when networking, to answer interview questions like the dreaded tell me about yourself, write resume statements, and just use in other areas of your application materials. So that is the power statement. I encourage you to write your own. It might not be at first the best one sentence you ever wrote, but you will fine tune your power statement as you go on, especially if you say it out loud to others. The Design Your Brand Slack event is going to be running all week long in the #careers channel. Let me know if you have any questions about this video. Thanks for watching.